Moon versus Foggy, our first best of 3 of the day. We're starting off on Concealed Hill and we're gonna see who's gonna come out on top here. Korea or Ukraine. Off we go. So, who's playing Keeper? Moon is playing Keeper and Foggy... No, excuse me, Moon is playing Demon Hunter and Foggy is playing Keeper. For a while there, it looked like Pot Hunts was very popular in Isle of Mirror. And this used to be the best map for it, Concealed Hill. With fountains being very good to heal up the Huntresses during nighttime. And also Pot getting level 3, and glaive throwers and zeppelins, and we saw that all in the past. But here, it's no Pot at all, which definitely leads me to believe that the time for Pot in Isle of Mirror is over. And Foggy choosing Keeper, of course, is a little bit unusual. Nowadays, in Isle of Mirror, it's a lot about Bear Mirror. Almost everyone is playing Bear Mirror. The one exception to this rule seems to have been Moon, who we've seen in the past playing against Colorful, trying to counter the Bear, Demon Hunter Bear style with something else, like, you know, Keeper, Naga, Talons and stuff. But here, he is playing Demon Hunter himself. So, Moon, the legend himself, is playing Demon. And Foggy not off to a great start. Of course, the Keeper heavily reliant on his mana, and if he gets burned over and over, his efficiency is going to go down drastically. Especially once the Demon gets level 3. The mana burn becomes very powerful. Also, the Demon is a hero who scales greatly with stats. Especially Agi and Strength. So, every level up on the Demon always very valuable. And we're hardly like 5 minutes into the game. But already, Foggy seems to be in trouble. He's got the weaker hero, so for that reason, normally you're gonna have to get some other advantage, like, for example, an expansion. That's normally the way the Keeper always works. You have to play the Keeper with expansion. But we don't see that yet. Tier 2 finished. Moon going for the second hero right away. Going for the Naga. Wants to have a Tavern hero instantly. Not waste any time. And the Naga always a good companion to the Demon Hunter. Foggy comes in with the Creepjack. He needs to get some kills here. Foggy needs to get something done with this Keeper who's supposed to be strong in the early game. But the Dust comes in. One archer killed, but traded for 2 archers on the other side. So it's a 2-for-1 trade. Good Creepjack here for Foggy. Was it enough though? Is the question. Moon gonna go double lowers, not teching too quickly, not going into bears too fast. Of course, especially against the Keeper, having Dryads with Dispel is very valuable. He wants to play Demon Hunter second into bears. Oh yeah, true. I've seen that recently from quite a few Night Elves. Going Keeper first into Demon second. And there it is! Toxie's on point indeed. Interesting, right, how this has become so popular in so many matchups. It started out against Undead, Demon, Keeper into Demon, and then we've been seeing it more and more against Human. And Human have been having great issues dealing with this Keeper into Demon. And counter expansion and bears and all that. And now we even see it in Isle of Mirror. And Foggy's probably soon gonna retrain into Thorn's Aura, as we also see the Tree of Life walking over. Even versus Orc lately. Really? I haven't seen Demon second versus Orc yet. I haven't seen it once, really. Is it better than Alchemist? For a long time, I felt like Alchemist is a little overrated. Like, Acid Bomb is good in the early game / mid game. But late game, honestly, I think it's kind of an average spell. But Heal Spray seems to be pretty good with Hunts. Interesting, though. If you can, of course, mana burn the Shadow Hunter plenty of times. It might very well be worth it. But I haven't seen it yet. With lures! Oh, okay. That's a different story then. I still feel that lures are pretty awful against Orc. Because if you take to bears, you're gonna die before, or the Orc's gonna expand. And Dryads just get massacred by raiders. But maybe there's something there. I haven't seen it too much yet. Thank you, Slumpcap, with a 40-month resub. Moon here with a Zeppelin. Gonna prevent the entangling of the expansion for a good amount. And there we see the level 2 mana burn coming in. Taste your own poison, Night Elf. Doesn't feel good. Getting burned over and over. Not being able to use your spells. Doesn't feel good now, does it? Out of all the things in the game, out of all the things in Warcraft, the thing that easily makes me tilt the most is mana burn. Not even a question. Oh, wait a minute. Ensnare. Uh-oh. Ensnare on the Zeppelin. If he surrounds... Oh, another ensnare! Oh my god, the Murlocs! Are you kidding me? If he kills Zeppelin and there's no room, some units might die. Oh! Oh my god! The 2 heroes died! Oh my god! GG! Oh my god, that was the most unlucky shit I've ever seen. Woo. Oh man, Moon was gonna show up with his bear tech timing, and Foggy didn't have a big army yet. I think that game didn't look bad for Moon at all. And then... Murloc Huntsman. Murloc Huntsman. Oh boy. Oh, that was... What the hell was that? Normally, when you run into a creep camp and you first trigger the leash... Or, not leash range, but aggro range of the creep. If you walk into a camp that's already aggroed, then you get ensnared, right? So, Zeppelin flies into the camp that is being crept, so ensnare flies. Somewhat understandable. But then the Zeppelin is there, stationary, right? Just sitting there. And then it gets ensnared again. It gets ensnared again. Why? Why? It's weird. Ensnare is weird sometimes. Oh man, poor Moon. That was so unlucky. Holy shit. And I wonder what that's gonna mean for the following games now, as far as strategy goes and opening heroes goes, opening build. So Moon showed the demon. Foggy showed the keeper first. Is everyone just trying to get ready for Bear? I casted some Moon games 2 weeks ago, where Moon was playing against Colorful and countering the Bear style with some expo play / push strategies with talents and stuff. But if even Moon gave up on trying to counter bears, I guess it's all Bear from now on. Thank you very much for Glory Heaven with a 33-month resub, and Get Rich Brothers with a 23-month resub. What's Coach Remo's advice for Moon this game? Zeppelin usage. I think he had a pretty good game. I think this game looked pretty damn decent for Moon. Yeah. Just be careful. Be careful about the creeps, man. Every now and then, an ensnare can ruin your day. I've been there. I've been there. The usual suspects in Night of Mirror for maps are normally Last Refuge, we see a lot. Amazonia, we see a lot. AZ, of course, always a very popular Night Elf map. With the Ancient of War creep, you get a great jump start. Always. One thing to be remembered here, though, is that we do have the old WGL map pool. It's a little confusing at the moment because we have a differing map pool from tournament to tournament. But here, in this tournament, we don't have Autumn Leaves and Tidehunters yet, the new map. So it's the WGL map pool from 1 year ago, basically. We have Terrana Stand and Turtle Rock still in the pool. I know that Moon in the past was very fond of Terranas, and he would be playing a tier 2 expansion with mass Dryads very often against an opponent who would be playing Bears, and he seemed to be pretty confident with that playstyle. I wouldn't be too surprised if Foggy vetoed Terrana Stand for that reason. But I am not privy to the actual vetoes, so this is just me guessing. Give Dryads 1 base armor. No, bro. No, bro. We can't buff magic immune units. Magic immune units are a big problem already. I still think we should nerf all magic immune units more. Nerf destroyers, nerf dryads, nerf breakers. Because they're magic immune. We don't want to have them in mass. It's really annoying if there's just mass magic immune units. Oh, there we go. Spiral coming in with the perfect timing. I feel like the last 3 weeks, everything I've heard from Spiral, or the only thing I've heard from Spiral, is to nerf statues. My man, statues are good, but statues are a part of every strategy. You know, like nerfing statues is the same thing as nerfing, you know, heal salves and moonwells. You know, every race needs healing, or nerfing priest heal. Healing is necessary, you know? And now, I started a balance discussion. How very wise of me. Anyways, let's get away from these murky waters and check out game 2 instead. We are on Amazonia. No ensnare creeps here, right? Wait, is there an ensnare creep here? No, right? Ah, there is. At the natural, there's trappers. And in the middle, at the troll camp, there's trappers. So, okay, we do have some ensnares here. Hopefully, Moon isn't gonna lose because of the ensnare again. Quite amazing that Hitman is here in chat and is actually advocating for a nerf for his own race. Mentioning the headhunters. Funny thing is, Todd and I, we've been reaching out to some players, asking for their balance feedback and stuff. And, I do realize how I'm poisoning my own chat, because I'm talking about balance right now. And I know how this is going to ruin the entire day. Because everyone's only going to start complaining now, but you know what? Fuck it. Anyways, I asked 120 on his view on headhunters, right? And he gave me his opinion. And I didn't even ask Zhao Kai, but somehow Zhao Kai added me on WeChat, and he's been sending me like 25 messages about how headhunters are not too strong. In fact, how they are probably too weak because they can't be used against Night Elf. How, in fact, Headhunters might need a buff. And he's been sending me a ton of Chinese emotes and stuff. Like, it's kind of funny, really. Zhao Kai certainly seems to be very fond of the Headhunters, so let's keep that in mind, boys. Zhao Kai loves the Headhunters. So, anyways, we have double Demon Hunter. We're gonna have some bears here. You know what the great thing about a clean feed is? I can just sit here. I don't even have to move the mouse. I'm checking my WeChat right now. I'm checking Zhao Kai's latest messages. This is my prime source of entertainment these last 2 days.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Terrans Ding Dun Footman is too strong. And the blood method. That's another factor, of course. He's using some kind of automatic translation. I don't know if it's Weibo translate or whatever, but... yeah. There's some gems in there. All right, let's watch the game, shall we? Foggy with the boots speed. This is something he's shown against Colorful before, opting for the fast boots, trying to get some kills, and with boots, claws, slippers, you get quite some kill threat against these archers. Foggy gets the first blood, but he wants more. I don't think he has a dust though. Moon gets his own pair of slippers. Oh, look at that block. Did you see that? Ooh, sexy. Pulls back the herd archer and uses one of his other archers to prevent the kill from the Demon Hunter running in. Nice-oo. Double Shredder all in. Ankes, you know I love you. But why is it that all the trash Night Elves want to see the double Shredder all in? Okay, that's mean. I shouldn't say that. But I've heard that a lot from, you know, a couple of Night Elves. On AZ, there's not really a choice. As far as the second hero goes, you gotta go Naga to contest the middle camps usually. Well, I say usually, but Moon doesn't have a Naga. Seems like he might in fact be going for the Keeper after all. That means that he's probably gonna have to give up his own Kobold camp. And Foggy got some sick items, by the way. Got plenty of claws and stuff. Yeah, seems like Moon is going for the Keeper. Just popped out of the altar. But the Taskmaster shall go. Oh my god. Foggy, you have to get this Taskmaster! You gotta get it! Foggy gets the asset, but Moon gets the item. We have so many claws here. Jesus Christ. But I think right there he just found Circlet, I believe. And this is not good for Foggy, dude. He went for the mid-game tempo hero, the Naga. And he didn't get the item here. And he lost the TP. He lost a couple of archers. But archer losses were very equal between the two. Pretty even game here still. But of course we have to remember Foggy doesn't have a TP. Ooh, and sometimes that doesn't matter. In some games you don't need the TP anymore, so I think it sometimes gets overrated how much of a problem it can be, how painful it can be to lose a TP. But in Bear Mirror, with Doom drops, not having a TP can be problematic. But we're on a small map, AZ, so might not be too hard for Foggy to keep track of what his opponent's doing. Oh, I didn't even know. Apparently, in our chat, only subs can post links. For other people, it gets deleted. Yeah, sorry if your link gets deleted, but that's something we have installed with our chat because, you know, sometimes people send spam links and, like, you know, malware and shit, so that's why. But yeah, in case you guys weren't here earlier, on map 1, we had quite a funny encounter with a Zeppelin. And thanks for making the clip, boys.
A player's forces are under attack.
Level 2 now for the Keeper for Moon, and now we have Thorn's Aura, which is the big late game advantage for Keeper versus Naga. Now Naga Fog Lightning can be decent late game, but the bigger the armies grow, the more superior the Thorn's Aura will be. As is the case with auras always, right? The bigger the army, the better the aura. Makes sense.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, Foggy gets his own aura. Scourge Bone Chimes. 15% lifesteal versus 10% thorns. So the two auras almost cancel each other out. Foggy at the moment has the slight advantage there with 15 versus 10. But if Moon reaches level 3, then he's going to have 20% Thorns aura versus 15%. Honestly, you know, I'm not even sure that the math is truly accurate. Knowing Blizzard and how inaccurate everything is, and as far as tooltips go, I wouldn't be surprised if Thorn's Aura, in fact, is only like 8% damage reflect or whatever. That might sound somewhat cynical of me, but I think it's based in reality. Gotta be honest with you. Moon got Red Camp and gets the Cloak of Flames. Seems like he doesn't have a staff yet. Ooh! Zeppelino. Not fast enough. That is one big advantage of the Naga, being able to deal with the Zeppelin much better with the Cold Arrow. Now we got a staff. Yeah, I've heard that as well. That Thorn's Aura is calculated before armor reduction.
Player's forces are under attack.
And Vamp Aura is not. But that is only shit that people say, you know? Like, this is what it says somewhere in a tooltip. It hasn't been tested. There haven't been experiments, so I don't believe that shit. Also, I've heard plenty of times that there is pseudo RNG in the game, which means, you know, that if you miss 10 hits in a row to not get a crit, then the crit probability is gonna scale up, which is the intention, and which is what was which is how it's supposed to work. But it's how it's supposed to work. I haven't seen hard evidence. I haven't seen experiments, so I don't just blindly believe it. I don't. It's true. I've checked it. Okay. I do trust Toxie quite a bit. Toxie is a legitimate source and a pretty smart guy, so if I trust someone, I do kind of trust him. Although my skeptical mind still doesn't want to believe it too easily. But, you know, if you want to believe someone, believing Toxie is not a bad call. Thank you, by the way, CN with the 11-month resub.
A player's forces are under attack.
Remo, do you believe Lightning Shield drops on this map? Dude, seriously, I thought Lightning Shield didn't drop on this map, but apparently it does. It's probably because every time I find Lightning Shield on this map, I just instantly sell it because it's next to the shop anyways. I have a very irrational relationship with some items. Like, I always sell Lightning Shield because I think it's bad. And this is this really stupid one, I always sell Wand of Illusion because I hate illusions. I know that they're really good, but because I always sell them out of protest because I hate illusions. I always keep Sentry Wards. I think they're really good, and I always keep Replenishment Potion. And every time I watch Happy stream and I see him sell the Replenishment Potion, I get a little sad. It's 200 HP, 75 mana, bro. It's nice. Anke says, I always sold illusions because it requires too much micro to manually use them. That is the most Night Elf take I've ever heard. Thank you for that, Anke. Thank you, CKMDE, with a 9-month resub. Alrighty, we have landed in the late game. It's time for some bear fights. And the good thing with bears is you can even fight the Tree of Eternity, as we see here. For these kind of attacks, the Naga is even really good to use Fog Lightning against the Wisps. But not possible here. Does he get it? Yes, he does! Moon drops the Tree of Eternity. As Remo called as in almost a prophetic announcement at the beginning of the game, that Doom drops could be something to occur here. And now Foggy's forced to go all in. Doesn't have income anymore. He's gonna have to force a fight. He knows it's gonna be a really bad fight. He's gonna fight into an enemy on full HP next to his Moonwells, but, well, there's no other choice. I've noticed Foggy and Bemra, sometimes he forgets to use Roar for quite a long time. This time, though, he used it right away. Well done. In fact, it's Moon who's not using Roar. Activating it now. Ancient of War also helping out in this fight. Moon has more supply. He's got more bears. Foggy is getting, you know, kind of destroyed. Even an AP finishing. So Moon started making the AP when he was close to killing the enemy main. Already anticipating he was going to kill the Tree of Eternity, and then a counterattack would be following. Pretty smart by Moon. I think Moon is the smartest Warcraft player of all time, honestly. So many brilliant decisions we've seen from him over the years. Also Moon, he's the guy who comes up with the greatest comebacks. I love seeing Moon far behind and then still somehow being able to win a game. There's no comeback potential for Foggy in this game. He loses map 2 as Moon ties up the series. Speaking about decision making and in-game genius, Spiral says that Grubby in his prime was also really good. He definitely was. You can easily, you know, confirm that just looking at his achievements. Honestly, when Grubby was in his prime, like, when was that? 2006 until 2009, maybe? I wasn't that much into the game. I watched it, like, casually, but I didn't really, you know, understand the game very well. So I was kind of like Bidou. Sorry, that was just a little jab. Yeah, but I can't really judge how good he was. I remember when Grubby was still playing a lot of ladder, and I used to face him on ladder a bunch. The thing that stood out the most to me, just from personal encounters against him, like, he used to find the weirdest surrounds in the middle of fights. Like, you know, like he would have 3 grunts next to a statue, and then in the middle of the chaotic mess that is the fight, he would use the 3 grunts and then move his blade next to it, and boom, 4 points around in a statue. So whenever I was playing against Grubby, you had to be really careful to position your units properly in a fight. Whereas, you know, most orcs just, you know, A move XD, Blade Master, Orb of Lightning, there we go. But at the moment, those days are over. At the moment, we don't have to worry about Blade Master and Orb of Lightning. Honestly, like, a lot of undeads out there, I know Xlord and I feel the same way. Like, Farseer Headhunters is what we're playing against right now, and it can be a little oppressive, but honestly, it's better than the Blade Master, you know, killing 5 statues every game with an Orb of Lightning, I feel like. Update the score? True. That's something I should do. Good point. So we're going to go to map 3. Concealed AZ, wouldn't be too surprised if the next map is Last Refuge. Also something we see a lot in Night of Mirror. But that shall not be our destination. Our decision will be made on Northern Isles. After this game, we're going to see the other 2 players of this group. It's going to be Chemico versus Colorful. I'm really looking forward to this one. Colorful is right now in his most favorite patch of all time. The bears are super strong, and we're just going to play bears, I'm pretty sure. Demon Hunter bears, that's always been Colorful's favorite thing to play. That's why he right now is excelling so much in Night of Mirror. But you can't really play Demon first against Human. It's pretty bad against Human. So it's probably going to be Keeper Bears. I wonder if the humans have come up with a new solution. For a while there, they were playing Blood Mage second. They might still be playing Blood Mage second, I'm not sure. But Night Elves have figured out that the Entangle, which is not that strong in the late game, is actually really good against Blood Mage. Because once you start siphoning, you just use Entangle and cancel the siphon. So you just exclusively reserve the Entangle in the late game to prevent the siphon. And the Demon Hunter follows up with a mana burn, and then there's going to be hardly any mana and hardly any Flame Strike for the Blood Mage to use. So I wonder if there's going to be a return to Naga. Because the Naga has always been a decent counter to the Demon Hunter, but the Naga is not very strong late game. Maybe Naga tier 3 could be a thing. We'll see. Infi beat Happy yesterday on ladder. Yes, he did. But you gotta tell the full story here. That's a pretty misleading statement. Because Infi played random. So Happy played a ghoul opening. I saw that game. It was on Northern Isles. Happy played a ghoul opening because he was playing against random. And a ghoul opening against human, and that is DK ghouls, is really bad. Really, really bad. And Happy almost still won that game, you know, because he's Happy. But yeah, Infi did beat him, in fact. But it was DK ghouls, so it's not very representative.
Players' forces are under attack.
Alright, anyways. We do have double Demon Hunter here. Foggy, his new favorite thing is going for boots. Is he gonna do it again? Oh, he's waiting for the time. Yep. Double boots. As we saw earlier, with the boost you have a lot more kill threat against the archers.
A player's forces are under attack.
But at the moment, both positioning their archers pretty well. On Northern Isles, it's a lot more likely to see a Keeper second. Because if you go for Keeper instead of Naga, it's a lot less likely that in fact your opponent is going to be able to creep the middle camps, as they are going to be a lot harder to creep. You can still pressure with the Demon. So I would not be surprised at all if this should be double Keeper. Happy to lose the ladder game. Oh my god, he's bad. Well, there's some truth to that. You know, ladder is still only ladder. And it doesn't count for that much. And everyone loses a game every now and then. And even Happy tries some things and doesn't always play super serious. That's all true. But, my homie, have you played against Happy on ladder before? Because I have. And let me tell you. Holy damn Jesus. Is it hard to beat him? And whatever he plays it so well that I honestly, I think it is a bit of an achievement. Not much of one, but a bit of an achievement to beat Happy even in ladder. You know, he's playing against the best people in the world all the time on ladder, and he still has between 90 and 95% win rate. As far as execution goes, he's just completely unmatched. He's so good, it's unbelievable. There was an interesting interview with X-Lord yesterday? 2 days ago? I think it was yesterday. No, wait, it was 2 days ago. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Carson for Theorycraft interviewed X-Lord, and they started talking about Happy as well, you know, because he's so successful and he's been performing so well for so long. And X-Lord also has a lot of respect for Happy, but X-Lord for a long time, I knew this before, pointed out that yes, Happy's micro, his execution is outstanding, but what really sets him apart is his decision making. And X-Lord has a point there, but I think he underrates Happy's execution in fights as far as micro goes. Right now we have a bit of a fight here as well. Moon is going to get one archer kill. Not going to overcommit. Look at the patience here by Moon. He gets one kill, but he notices, oh, this could turn south. I have way less HP on my demon. I can just fall back and maybe be satisfied. And then he baits with his Demon Hunter and gets in for the next kill to take out another archer. Still keeping all of his own archers alive. And Tangle is going to get one more archer. Oh my god. That was hashtag outplayed. Alright, but to finish my thought about X-Lord, I feel like X-Lord might be underrating Happy's micro a bit, because X-Lord's 1v1 experience, of course, versus Happy is an Undead mirror. And honestly, out of all the matchups that Undead has to play, Undead mirror has by far the easiest micro. In Fiend mirror, yeah, you have to have quick reactions, and you have to kite and focus properly and stuff. But compared to an 80 supply fight versus Bears or Knight's Gyros, it's so much easier. It is so much easier. If you look at Happy versus especially Night Elf, kiting against hippos and bears and everything, in 80 supply and maybe even in high upkeep, his execution is so much better than everyone else's. I think, like, 80 supply upward, perfect armies, Night Elf versus Undead, only Happy can do it perfectly. Nobody else.
player's forces are under attack.
Just get a room already. Yeah. I am a big happy fanboy. That is true. I will not deny this. But I think it's hard not to be. Like, it's also hard not to be a Moon fanboy. Like, how can you not be a Moon fanboy? He is so damn good. If you are a Warcraft enthusiast, and especially you play the game, and you understand what they do, you must appreciate their skill. Their ability.
The player's forces are under attack.
I feel like I haven't talked about this game too much. Let's take a look what we got here. You know, honestly, it's Bamura, you know, we're just kind of cruising along until we get the big armies. Scrolls are important. Moon is gonna get one scroll, but there should be a second one in there, I think. Of course, Moon got the 4 archer kills in the early game, which is a big deal. At some point, sometimes you want to deny the archers, but honestly, if you can protect them safely in the back and they have roar, they do pretty good damage. That's my new favorite thing to point out to people, which is something that hardly anybody knows. Archers have the same DPS as headhunters. You wouldn't think so, but they have pretty good damage. Oh, item? That looks like an aura.
Are under attack.
Never mind. Hood of Cunning. Not the best find there for Foggy. We didn't see yet what Moon got. Ooh, Helm of Valor. That demon is looking real strong. Level 4 demon, plus 32 damage. Helm of Valor, one of the best items for a demon hunter. Foggy looking to force a fight here, potentially. Pushing into the opponent's base, but Moon is just gonna go for a counterattack. Interesting. Okay. Seems like our two players might be moving into a base race here. Moon was slower to start the base race, though. Moonwell's going down right away, and now this is a game of chicken. Who's gonna get cold feet first and feel the need to TP back? It's gonna be Foggy, but Moon does not want to take the fight. Takes out 2 Moonwells, almost the shop. So it was 2 Moonwells for 2 Moonwells. Even exchange there. And both are in no upkeep. Moon was in upkeep for a little bit, but it seems like he cancelled the bears that were in production.
A player's forces are under attack.
Was it 3 Moonwells? Okay, it may have been 3. Would you keep the Hood of Cunning on the Keeper? I think I would sell it. It's 300 gold, man. So much gold. And the Agi on the Keeper is not worth that much. It's a little bit of attack speed. Moon sold the Cloak of Flames, by the way, which I view as sacrilege.
A player's forces are under attack.
In the right position, that cloak can do so much damage, bro. If you're next to 4 bears. But he sold it. Export timing for Moon here at 50 supply. Pretty unusual to see Night Elf proxy expanding so late into the game, so it's very unlikely to be scouted. There is Ultra Vision on both sides, so Foggy might get in range, but To be honest, Cloak is trash. I don't think so. I think in some cases it's really bad, yes. But in the right scenario, I think it can be good. I feel like it's hard to discount it just because of its numerical value. Like, if you just consider that it can deal 30 DPS. 30 DPS! If you're positioned well. Like, how can that be bad? Of course, it's very dependent on your own positioning and the opponent's army. But in Bamra, I feel like that could have been. Oh my god, Foggy actually scouted it. He sent over the Zeppelin, he saw the expansion. Now he knows. Isn't it 10 DPS? Yes, it's 10 DPS. But, you know, what I mean is, if you're next to 3 units. Which is entirely feasible against bears in Bamra. On MK with clap against ghouls. Yeah. That's a feels good, man. So Foggy upgraded Mountain Giant training. Now, playing MGs into bears doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but maybe Foggy knows something that we don't. Okay, he's making more bears, though.
Player's forces are under attack.
Third attack upgrade. Oh, yeah, true. It might have been a fake upgrade. He might have upgraded to pretend to go into upkeep already. True. Thank you, Brick Ball, with 50-month resub. Alright, here we go. We got the big fight breaking out. It looks like Foggy's got a few more bears. Heal scroll by Moon wasn't super effective, I think. As Foggy gets to level 4, we have a scroll of protection on Foggy as well. Demon Hunter in trouble for Moon. Next heal scroll coming in. Only one Dryad here for Moon seems to be a problem. He hardly can dispel anything. If Foggy wins this fight, he's probably gonna move on to the upper bracket final. Foggy definitely coming out the victor of that engagement, but he did suffer some losses as well. 54 supply for him. Moon at 54 himself. And the expansion is about to start mining. Foggy is still under the gun. Well, the Demon Hunter for Foggy is completely out of mana. So now Moon can burn way more. Oh yeah, that tree is dead. That tree is definitely deadsies. Foggy still has, I think, one more bear, but it's not that big of a difference. Oh, the demon! Oof! Staff out. Saves the Demon Hunter. Double orb of venom on both sides. The Scourge Bone Chimes, obviously, making a huge difference here. He destroys the barricades! The demon! Oh no! Foggy loses the Demon Hunter! The Zeppelin not there fast enough! The staff must have been on cooldown. But Foggy's got so many bears left. So many bears. Moon reeling. After that expansion loss and so many bears going down, he really needed that hero kill, but that hero kill might not be enough to win the game for him. What's Moon's upgrades, by the way? 2-3. Okay, 2-3 against 3-2. Foggy with a 15 supply lead.
A player's forces are
Pushing
under
forward, looking to close out this game. Moon is gonna get one bear for free. It takes a while to kill them though, and in fact he doesn't get it. Zeppelin there to evacuate as well. Alright, Moon. Master of comebacks. Can he still find a way to win this game? I think one bear just died for Foggy. On the other side somewhere, maybe? Okay, maybe not. I'm not sure. Demon Hunter getting focused again. Taking a lot of damage, but there's a Zeppelin. Moon is inching closer in supply. Double entangle. Oh my god, look at that Zeppelin. All those units on like 2 HP. Moon is playing this really well right now. Playing with a smaller army, making use of everything that he has, including his Zeppelin. Ooh, and all the other things. Oh my god. Everything here an inch away from death, like the Keeper might be with the next entangle. He's in trouble, but he does get away.
A player's forces are under attack.
Moon loses one bear over there. Multi-screen action now between the two players. Foggy still has a supply lead. 67 against 53. Now Moon gonna push in. Foggy gonna push into the main. Fighting up against the Moonwells. That's always a dangerous proposition. And all the bears of Foggy here are quite low. Moon healing up. Needs to come in for the defense. Losing these Moonwells hurts. Heal throw by Foggy. Oh, that was a huge heal throw. Zeppelin taken out. Bear drops out. Dizzy now. Zeppelin also killed on the other side. Demon Hunter staffed out. Healing up from the Moonwells. Foggy has way more mana here, by the way. He could start spamming Entangle. There's not too much mana anymore. Foggy on the Keeper. He goes down. He was quick with the Dispel, but the Keeper still dies. Woo! Level 5 for the Demon Hunter. He gets the return kill. Mana burn kills the Demon Hunter versus the enemy Demon. Keeper gets level 5. Moon down to 32 supply only. Main base is about to expire very soon. Foggy looking for the Tavern Revive. It's double Tavern Revive. Oh my god! He surrounded the Keeper! He surrounded the Keeper with 3 units! Dryad slow! And he gets the kill! Oh my god! Moon! Master of comebacks! Has he done it again? He gets a bear. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh my lord. Keeper trying to run away. He will make it. One Dryad is going to go down. No, it won't! Staffs it out. Demon Hunter for Moon is on a wild journey. Level 5.5. Against level 5.5. Wow. Foggy with some slight slip-ups, but honestly, he played this mostly properly. Just Moon with some sick, sick moves. Remember, he was playing against Scourge Bone Chimes. So that in Bamira is just naturally a big disadvantage. And these mains are gonna run out any second. Upgrading Nature's Blessing. And then we're gonna move over. We are dead even in supply. I think. Okay, Foggy got a bit more. But Foggy was up 15 supply earlier. Those items on the Demon Hunter here, as we're once again left with some pretty small armies, are making a big difference. I think Foggy only has a circlet and like maybe 1 clause. Wow, what a sick game by Moon. He's gonna pick off one more Dryad here. Yeah, you need at least one Dryad to dispel against the Entangle and Rejuve. Foggy sold an item. So he doesn't have much on the Demon Hunter anymore. Oh, Foggy got double aura. He even got Lionhorn. Oh my god, Moon, how are you doing this? So good. Giga Chad Moon is in the house. Chad is already pointing it out. Ultimates could finish this game. Level 6 Demon Hunter, not too far away anymore. But with sharing experience between two heroes, it's probably gonna have to be like 5 bear kills to get to the ultimate, so it's still a ways off. Alright, what do we have in the marketplace? Nothing really good. Gloves of Haste, honestly, in this late game could be decent, but not too amazing. Toxie, you're confusing me. Yes, Moon is red. Foggy's blue. Mana burn exchange. Foggy doesn't have mana anymore here. Ah, maybe he's got one more burn. Yep, there it is. Okay, both Demon Hunters dry. Moon trying to fight with his Tree of Eternity. Rejuve getting dispelled. This looks like a pretty bad position for Moon, though. Some of his bears not attacking. One bear going down right away. The Demon Hunter. Oh, he's getting staffed right next to the tree. Oh, okay. It seemed like he did it. It seemed like he did, but in the end, Foggy might still be clutching it out. Going for the Tree of Eternity here. That must be the win condition. And he's just killing it. Scourge Bone Chimes also works against the tree. And that is... Huh? That is the kill. There we go. Almost level 5. Almost level 6, excuse me, on the demon. One more bear will do it. Boom! Doesn't have enough mana for the ult, though. And Moon is losing more and more bears. He gets to level 6, but doesn't have mana to use his ultimate. And that should be it here in the end. Foggy with a really good performance as well. Let's not forget this. Moon was supposed to lose this game. Playing against Scourge Bone Chimes and Lionhorn.
A town is under siege.
Not something you're supposed to win. And Foggy does it again, man. Just a month ago, another tournament online, Foggy was already able to beat Moon, and now he does it again. Takes out the altar, that's it. GG is called. And Foggy takes the 2-1 victory. Moving through to the upper bracket final. He's going to be facing either Chimiko or Colorful. So it's going to be another Knight of Mirror or against Human in his next matchup. Pretty long series here between the two. Was quite the battle between Foggy and Moon. And our next match, as you can see, is going to be Colorful versus Chimiko. Really looking forward